I definitely start with having people incorporate those diet and lifestyle factors. So again, a lot of what you just said. So diet, stress management. I mean, the breathing is really important. So I'm glad you brought that up. The regular movements. I also usually encourage like some type of like resistance exercise. Doesn't mean like heavy weightlifting or anything like that. It could be, but while healing, usually I'm not recommending that like to go really heavy, but just again, just doing things from a diet, stress management, sleep perspective, doing all the basics that you pretty much said is where you start with. Because if you're not incorporating the basics, it's really going to be difficult to heal. I do like to do testing. Again, I don't go crazy with the testing, but I usually do like to do some type of adrenal testing. I do comprehensive blood testing, looking at not just the blood count and metabolic panel and lipid panel, obviously thyroid and antibodies I look at, but also like vitamin D and B12 and an iron panel and inflammatory markers like CRP, homocysteine, and then it does depend on the person. So I can't say on everybody I do gut testing. I mean, some people, I mean, I certainly do my share of comprehensive stool panels, like GI map or sometimes GI effects. There's a time and place for SIBO testing. There's a time and place for mold testing, looking at mycotoxins. And that's part of the health history to kind of see what else might we need to do in addition to having the person focus on a diet and lifestyle. What do we need to do to find some of the potential triggers and underlying imbalances? And then, I mean, based on the test results, in addition to diet and lifestyle, there might be some specific recommendations I give based on the test results. I mean, for the healing of the gut, also that 5R protocol that I mentioned. So, there's the remove, replace, reinoculate, repair, rebalance. A lot of people overlook that first one, though. At least maybe not practitioners as much, but definitely you see people who are taking digestive enzymes on their own and probiotics and they're drinking bone broth, and it seems like they're doing everything, and it's like, oh, my gut's not healing, why not? And it's because, well, maybe you haven't removed the factor that's disrupting the gut, whether it's gluten or, again, trying to minimize the exposure to those toxins and toxicants we mentioned. Maybe they have an underlying infection that's affecting the gut. So I definitely will incorporate that 5R protocol, try to find the factor that's disrupting the gut, while at the same time replacing, whether it's low digestive enzymes or low stomach acid or bile salts. Again, reinoculate, combination of prebiotics, probiotics, fermented foods, repairing with things. Yeah, like I think bone broth's great. There's a time and place also for some agents like glutamine and DGL licorice, and there are other things that could help support the gut. And then again, that rebalance through mind-body medicine, vagus nerve exercises. I mean, so one thing also with reducing toxic load, you mentioned sauna, which I love sauna. I try to do infrared sauna 3 times a week, not just for reducing toxic load, but great for circulation and all that too. So yeah, if someone can incorporate that, though I will say if someone has hyperthyroidism and if it's not managed, you want to be careful about going into the sauna because the sauna will increase your heart rate. And so if someone already has an elevated heart rate, you probably want to get that under control before going into a sauna. And so, I mean, that basically, again, so diet and lifestyle, always a priority, doing typically some testing to try to find some additional answers and then giving recommendations based on the test. Again, I mentioned a 5R protocol. The other thing I will mention.
Thanks for watching this video, and you can find the full-length podcast episode here on this channel, or you can head over to Apple Podcast or Spotify, and don't forget to like this video.